English Daily 15 Minutes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Daily 15 Minutes. I'm Sarah.
And hello from me too. I'm John. It's great to be here today for another daily podcast episode with all of you.
Exactly, John. It's been a while since our last episode, right? How are you doing these days?
I'm doing great, Sarah, thanks. I am really happy we are catching up today. It is always nice to sit down and talk about our daily lives.
Me too, John. Today we are talking about modern life, work, and how to find balance. Life can be very fast and busy now, you know.
Oh, that is so true, Sarah. Lately, my work has been very demanding. A demanding job takes all your time and energy, actually.
I understand, John. When a project is demanding, you feel tired even before the day ends. I am starting a new project too, and it is quite demanding.
Exactly. When things are demanding, I often feel overwhelmed. Feeling overwhelmed means you have too much to do and you feel stressed.
Yes, I know that feeling well, John. When I have 5 different tasks at the same time, I feel completely overwhelmed. It is hard to breathe sometimes.
So when you feel overwhelmed, Sarah, what do you do to fix it? How do you manage everything?
Well, John, the first thing I do is to prioritize my tasks. To prioritize means to decide which job is the most important and do it first.
That is a very smart way, Sarah. I also need to prioritize my daily checklist. If I don't prioritize, I waste my time on small things.
Exactly. You have to decide what is important. Once I prioritize, I can stay focused on one thing. Being focused means giving all your attention to your work.
Yes, staying focused is the real secret. When I am focused, I turn off my phone. If I am not focused, the demanding work becomes a nightmare.
Absolutely, John. And when you are focused, you become very productive. A productive day means you complete a lot of good work.
I love being productive, Sarah. When I am productive, I feel happy at the end of the day because I achieve my goals.
Me too. A productive morning makes the whole day better. But, by the way, we cannot be focused and productive all the time, right?
You are so right, Sarah. We face many challenges every day. Challenges are difficult situations that test our patience and skills.
Yes, life is full of challenges. These challenges can be about work, money, or even daily routines. But meeting those challenges makes us stronger.
Exactly, Sarah. The important thing is how we manage those challenges. To manage means to handle a situation successfully or find a solution.
Yes, it feels great when you manage a difficult problem. For example, yesterday I managed to finish my report just before the deadline.
Congratulations, Sarah. It is wonderful when you manage to do that. It makes the whole effort feel worthwhile.
Oh, worthwhile is a beautiful word, John. Worthwhile means that something is useful and important, so it is worth your time and effort.
Yes, exactly. Even if a job is hard, if the result is good, it is worthwhile. Learning a new language is hard, but it is completely worthwhile.
I agree, John. Our listeners are putting effort into English, and it is definitely worthwhile. When they see their progress, they feel motivated.
Yes, motivated. Being motivated means you are excited and you have a strong reason to do something. I feel motivated when I hear nice comments from our listeners.
Me too, John. A motivated student learns much faster. It gives you a great energy. You feel very energized.
Oh, I love feeling energized, Sarah. Energized means you have a lot of active energy and you are ready to take action.
Exactly, John. Drinking a good cup of coffee in the morning makes me feel energized. I feel ready for all the daily challenges.
Same here, Sarah, but after a long, energized day, we need to wind down. To wind down means to relax and rest after a busy period.
Yes, it is very important to wind down in the evening. I usually read a book or listen to quiet music to wind down before sleep.
That sounds lovely, Sarah. I prefer to take a long walk to wind down. It helps me to clear my head.
Oh, to clear one's head is necessary, John. To clear your head means to stop thinking about worries and make your mind fresh again.
Exactly. When I walk in nature, I clear my head completely. All the work stress goes away and my mind becomes quiet.
Yes, walking really helps to clear your head. It is very refreshing, right?
Yes, refreshing. Refreshing means making you feel cool, clean, and full of fresh energy again. A cold glass of water on a hot day is refreshing.
Exactly, John. And a refreshing idea or a refreshing break can change your whole mood. It makes you feel human again.
Absolutely. And when you have a good balance between work and rest, life becomes very fulfilling. Fulfilling means making you feel happy and satisfied because you are doing something meaningful.
Yes, a fulfilling life is what we all look for. Doing work that helps people is very fulfilling for me. Creating this podcast is fulfilling.
I feel the exact same way, Sarah. Teaching English through this podcast is a fulfilling experience. It makes all the demanding days worthwhile.
It really does, John. By the way, speaking of relaxing, remember our friend Michael? I want to catch up with him this weekend.
Oh, Michael. Yes, you should catch up with him. To catch up with someone means to meet them after a long time and talk about the latest news in your lives.
Exactly. I haven't seen him for 3 months, so I really need to catch up with him. We are planning to meet at our favorite cafe.
That sounds like a plan, Sarah. Give him my best regards when you catch up with him. I want to join you next time.
Of course, John. He asked about you too, actually. He told me that his new job is very demanding and he feels overwhelmed.
Oh, poor Michael. It seems everyone is feeling overwhelmed these days because of busy schedules. He definitely needs to clear his head.
Yes, he does. I told him that a short weekend break would be very refreshing for him. He needs to wind down.
Exactly. He must learn to prioritize his health and his free time. Work is important, but a fulfilling life needs relaxation too.
You are so right, John. He needs to stay focused on his well-being. If he can manage his time better, he will feel more energized.
I hope he listens to your advice, Sarah. He is a very motivated person, so I am sure he will manage this challenge successfully.
Yes, he is strong. Dealing with work challenges is never easy, but finding a way to handle them makes the journey worthwhile.
Absolutely, Sarah. When you overcome a challenge, you become more productive in the long run because you learn new methods.
Exactly, John. Well, this conversation about balance and productivity was excellent. I feel very energized now.
Me too, Sarah. It is always wonderful talking to you. But let's not say goodbye to our listeners just yet.
Exactly, John. Let's stay right here. Now let's move on to our special vocabulary practice section. Let's study our words.
Sounds like a plan, Sarah. I can start with the first word. Our first word today is energized.
Energized means having a lot of active energy and being ready to take action. For example, I feel very energized after a good breakfast.
Exactly. Another example is, a short exercise in the morning makes you feel energized all day. Now let's move on to the second word, Sarah.
Our second word is prioritize. To prioritize means to decide which job is the most important and do it first. For example, you must prioritize your health over your work.
Right. Another everyday example is, a busy manager needs to prioritize tasks to save time. Let's pass to the third word now.
Our third word is demanding. Demanding means needing a lot of time, attention, or energy. For example, nursing is a very demanding profession.
That is very true. We can also give this example. Preparing for an English exam can be a demanding process. Let's check the fourth word, Sarah.
The fourth word is focused. Focused means giving all your attention to one particular thing. For example, the student stayed focused during the whole lesson.
Yes, actually. And another example is, you need to be focused when you are driving a car at night. Let's jump to the fifth phrase now.
Our fifth phrase is catch up with. To catch up with someone means to meet a person after some time to find out their news. For example, I am going to catch up with my high school friends tomorrow.
Perfect. We can also say this in daily life. It is always wonderful to catch up with family during the holidays. Let's look at the sixth word, Sarah.
The sixth word is refreshing. Refreshing means making you feel cool, clean, or full of fresh energy again. For example, a refreshing shower after a long run feels amazing.
Yes. Another common example is, she shared a refreshing perspective during our business meeting. Now let's move to the seventh word.
Our seventh word is overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means feeling stressed because you have too much work or too many problems. For example, he felt completely overwhelmed by his final exams.
Exactly. Another example is, the customer service team was overwhelmed with phone calls yesterday. Let's check the eighth phrase, Sarah.
The eighth phrase is clear one's head. To clear one's head means to stop thinking about worries and make your mind fresh again. For example, I need a short walk in the park to clear my head.
I understand that feeling. We can also say, listening to instrumental music helps me clear my head after a busy day. Now, let's go to the ninth word.
Our ninth word is worthwhile. Worthwhile means useful, important, or good enough to spend time or effort on. For example, visiting the ancient museum was a worthwhile experience.
Right. Another example is, it is always worthwhile to spend quality time with your children. What is our 10th word, Sarah?
The 10th word is motivated. Motivated means being enthusiastic and having a strong reason to do something. For example, a motivated employee always gets good results.
Yes. Another example is, she is highly motivated to learn how to play the piano this year. Let's pass to the 11th phrase now.
The 11th phrase is wind down. To wind down means to relax and rest after a period of work or excitement. For example, it is good to wind down with a warm cup of tea before bed.
Exactly, Sarah. We can also say this: workers need the weekend to wind down completely. Let's look at the 12th word.
Our 12th word is fulfilling. Fulfilling means making you feel happy and satisfied because you are doing something useful. For example, volunteering at the animal shelter is very fulfilling.
That is true. Another example is, a fulfilling career gives you both joy and financial security. Let's move to the 13th word, Sarah.
The 13th word is challenges. Challenges mean difficult situations or problems that require effort to overcome. For example, moving to a new country brings many cultural challenges.
That's nice. Another example is, a good leader knows how to face business challenges with confidence. We have 2 more words left. Let's check the 14th word.
The 14th word is manage. To manage means to handle a situation successfully or control a difficult problem. For example, did you manage to find your lost keys yesterday?
Yes. We can also say, she can manage a large team of people without any stress. And our final word today is productive.
Productive means achieving or producing a lot of good results. For example, we had a very productive meeting and solved 3 big problems.
Beautiful example, Sarah. Another one is, writing a daily plan makes your afternoon much more productive.
Wow, John. We successfully practiced all 15 words with our listeners today. We gave 2 examples for each word.
Yes, we did. This vocabulary section was very useful, actually. I hope our listeners repeat these sentences at home.
I am sure they will. Practice makes perfect, you know? Well, that is the end of our episode today on English Daily 15 Minutes.
Thank you so much for listening to us, everyone. Keep practicing these words daily and write your own sentences in the comments.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in our next podcast episode.
Bye for now. Have a great day and take care.